with you.
Hey, glad you came back. So, here's the deal. Now, you know I'm not really a challenge person. However, I watch people do challenges, right? And the one that grabbed my attention this time was Salad Your Way, right? By Vickie's World, Essence of Sonia, and Miss Louisiana Housewife. I don't know why I always trip over her name. I don't get it. But I do. Anyway, very interesting women, healthy challenge. So I'm going to give it a go. You know I do enjoy my salads. So let's see how I do. Hey, this is Shrashira. That's the best elevator music I ever heard. So, you guys know I'm going to try this. But this is how I like my salads. I like them to be flavorful, right? I'm not a vegetarian. I'm closer to a flexitarian, but more so a carnivore, right? But for this challenge, we're gonna see what we're working with. So, what I have here, you see I have some steak here, right? It's been marinated. I'll put an iCard up so you can see how I marinated. It's in my library on my channel, okay? And on the condiments or the toppings, right? I have some feta cheese, right? Some croutons, radishes. I love radishes on salads. Have some salad tomatoes. I have cucumbers. I have some roasted corn, salt and pepper, some red onions, and here I have a balsamic vinaigrette because it's going to pair very well with the steak. Okay, so let's get this together. Got our salad here. I want to put some red onion on it. Love red onion. I'm going to put some cucumbers. Gotta get my cucumbers on it. My tomatoes. There we go. Oh, radishes. Got some radishes. And if you ever had radishes, they're very good. Little feta cheese. Crumble the feta cheese on it. Then I use a little bit of corn from a corn. It gives it almost that Tex-Mex flavor to it. And this is sweet corn. Now I would use my little grabbers here, right? Which is what I normally use all the time. But in this case, I'm starving and I'm only going to use it for the steak. Don't know why. Put the croutons on here. And my steak. Oh yeah. Okay. Now I'm going to put a little bit more feta cheese on here. Now, we're going to put our vinaigrette right over the meat. Maybe a little bit on the salad. Now I just want to take a little picture of this before we get in on the get in. Ooh. All right, let's get into this. So, I'll just start off by saying this. Look, you guys, again, I'm going to repeat this. I don't normally do challenges, okay? But I figured this is a nice little challenge. Because I don't do a lot of challenges, I don't have a circle of people that I can challenge. However, you know, I've seen More Eats do this. I've seen Soulful Eats do this. I've seen, of course, the creators of the challenge. I've seen them do that. Debo Vibes, I've seen him do it. Right? So who I'm going to challenge is going to be, of course, gotta get Trips in there. BigBelly Bob, you've been challenged. You see this. Also, Miss Shan, right? Miss Shan Shorty Recipes. I didn't see you do it, so you've been challenged. RealGirl FoodWorld. I didn't see you do it either, so you've been challenged. So there's my 3. So let me get into this. Now, look at this tomato. This steak was actually marinated. Oh wait, for 24 hours. Then get some salt and pepper on here. Gotta season it. Even though there's seasoning in the vinaigrette, but I want to put more on it. Oh yeah. If you haven't had a steak salad, what are you waiting on? And get it. Get your steak salad. This is how I like to eat my salads, with steak on it. Corn is nice if you can get it. And you definitely need to get some radishes. Now, with my radishes, what I do is I take a vegetable peeler and I shave off slices of radish. That way you get nice thin pieces of radish. Now, I didn't do it this time. However, if you get your radishes, you know, with the leaves and everything on it, the whole bunch, you can cook those leaves just like you do greens. Specifically turnip greens, because they're basically from the same family, if you can believe that. So don't throw those away. You can use that. That's another dish. Now, you know, this holiday season, here, this tomato. Can I get tomato on this with this? Yeah. And cucumber and some feta. Now, I saw some things on the news today, and when I say news, I mean news via YouTube, okay? Let me get some of these onion, red onion. And it almost had me triggered, okay? And that's why I try not to watch the news. Because the way my brain meat's set up, you're never gonna know what's gonna happen. But what it was, oh, sorry about that scraping, but it is what it is. So you have an organization, I believe it's called Wreath across America. Crouton. Nope. Cucumber. What they do is they put wreaths on the grave sites or tombstones or grave markers for veterans that are buried in the military cemeteries. Okay? Now, I've already let it be known that I want to be buried in one of those areas. Now, being a Marine, more specifically being a disabled veteran, this is real close to me, okay? So what's happening, from the research that I've done and the things I've looked into, you have individuals protesting the placement of the wreaths on the markers. Excuse me. Now, since the early 90s, they've been putting these wreaths on there. On the grave markers. You know, they're Christian wreaths, so they don't put them on markers that have the Star of David on it, right? Being Jewish. But you have people protesting that they're putting the wreaths on these graves, or these grave markers. Their argument, from what I can tell, seems to be did you get consent or permission to put these wreaths out here? Alright, now enough is enough. They need to shut up. Because here's the deal. The wreaths that are placed on those markers, 90% of them, actually over 90% of them, have been sponsored by family and friends of those veterans. Okay? So if you don't know what you're talking about, shut up. Right? People want to show respect and appreciation for their fallen loved ones. Let them do it. How is it your job to try to disrupt that because you're bored and don't know what else to do? You know, people do so much nowadays, so much extra stuff, just because they can. You know, a lot of times the veterans, we're treated like trash, right? But you say, well, you're protesting because you don't like something. Well, hey, look at this. Without veterans putting their lives on the line, you wouldn't even be able to protest. So leave us alone. Well, that rash there. I digress. I just wanted to air that out because it's been weighing heavy on my heart all day. Somebody just needs to say, you know what? What you're saying is stupid. You're misinformed. Now shut up. Are they going to do that? No. Because they're scared of backlash. But anyway, we're going to keep it moving. But I said all that to say this. If it's not bothering you and it's making somebody else happy and you want to disrupt it, shut up. Now let's keep it forward. Let's move it. This is a good challenge. Nice, healthy. I'm using romaine and green leaf lettuce. That's the lettuce I'm using. I would have used iceberg lettuce. Excuse me. But here's the thing. When you put these ingredients together, the steak, the tomatoes, onions, and corn and so forth, if you put that together with iceberg lettuce, I don't like that. I mean, iceberg lettuce, it's just crunchy water. It has little to no nutritional value. Which reminds me, if you have pet turtles, reptiles, don't give them iceberg lettuce. They get no nutrition out of it. Now you can try to, like, if you're in a bind, sprinkle a little calcium on it, but no, stay away from the iceberg lettuce for your reptiles. Which brings me to a little funny little story here. More of this vinaigrette. All right. So speaking of reptiles and turtles, you guys know I have 3 turtles. I have a Mississippi map turtle. I've had these guys for years. Mississippi map turtle, Missy, which I'm starting to think might be a mister, but I'm watching. I have my yellow-bellied slider, Bandit. That girl, man, she got an attitude problem. I mean, really. She has an attitude problem. And then I got the big one, or the bigger one of the 3, which is a red-eared slider, Taekwondo. Now, Taekwondo, she's something else. It doesn't matter how many turtles we get, they each have their own attitude and their own personality. Okay? Now, it will be tweaked based on their owners, just like any reptile. Now, here's that. A little tomato here, some more onion. Now, I had some extra baby bok choy left over. Now the turtles, they can eat that. So, Taekwondo was sitting on the basket area, right? And I was like, okay, I'm gonna give her some baby bok choy. She should enjoy that. She likes red leaf lettuce. She likes green leaf lettuce. So I'm gonna give her some baby bok choy. I put the baby bok choy on the basket area. She looked at it and she put her face down on it. She looked at it, and then she looked at me. Then she looked at it, and she put her claw on it, and she looked at me, and while she was still looking at me, she flung it right off the basket area. And she looked at me for like 3 seconds, and then she turned her head back to what she was doing. I guess she didn't want it. She didn't eat it. I laughed so hard. Oh man, that was that tickled me all day long. Now, if I give them shrimp, oh, it's like a feeding frenzy like you wouldn't believe. They will fight each other to get a piece of that shrimp. Which is crazy because there are fish in the tank and they're in a 300-gallon stock tank. There are a lot of fish in there. But I see that some fish are coming up missing. I know they're eating them. I mean, that's what they're in there for. You know, that's for the days where either I forget to feed them, because you really should feed them at their age. It's supposed to be every 3 days. I feed my girls every day. But if I happen to forget, I know they won't get hungry because they'll go after the fish. You know, in the same respects, if I don't feed them enough for the day, they'll go after the fish. The fish are reproducing, and that reproduction is the only unauthorized reproduction that goes on without the approval of the House of Straw. Get a little piece of crouton here, some feta, and some cucumber. Cucumber. So, I know this has been a little long-winded. But hey, I want to do this, which in regards to challenges is relatively rare. But again, shout out to Vickie's World, the Essence of Sonia, and Miss Louisiana Housewife. Good challenge. You got my attention. Which, believe it or not, is hard to do. For challenges. And if Mama Straw was here, she'd tell you, it's hard to get my attention also if you're dressed. That was wonderful. So again, the people that I'm challenging, trips, BigBelly Bob, yeah. Didn't see you do this? Hook it up, bro. Miss Shan, Shorty recipes. Come on. Oh, and also, BigBelly Bob and Miss Shan, if you do this, do it separately, not together. Means 2 videos, one on your channel, BigBelly Bob, one on your channel, Miss Shan and Shorty recipes. And then my third one, RealGirl FoodWorld. You know, I would challenge some other people like, you know, Coco TV, but, you know, she already did. You know, Sofa Eat, she already did. But I already said that. So BigBelly Bob, Miss Shan Shorty recipes, RealGirl FoodWorld. Woo! I am done. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope I wasn't too long-winded. But there's some things I had to get off my chest because, you know, the news today. See, that's why I don't watch the news. Yeah, but anyway. That being said, this is Shrashira. Enjoy your day. Hope you like the challenge. Hey, and if it didn't call your name out and you like this, do it for yourself. Hey, it's healthy and you can decide the outcome. Enjoy your evening, folks. I'm out.